I'm Mark Astbury. I head up the property consultancy team at Ridge, which is a pretty much dedicated team to the affordable housing sector. In terms of the challenges that face both ourselves as consultants and our clients, resources clearly is a significant challenge. So recruitment, retention is almost the new recruitment, keeping good quality staff. It is a real challenge in terms of resources, whether that's compliance, retrofit or surveying resources, a significant challenge for all of us. So we need to be thinking about the future. We need those people coming in and getting that experience that they can one day be head of asset management, etc. And so that's a lot around education and making people want to come into sort of housing as a profession rather than maybe falling into it or realising later in their careers that it's such a varied career option. It's a challenge, but certainly educating graduates, universities, etc. about the opportunities in housing is really quite key, because we want to attract the best into the sector. I don't think people appreciate the challenges and the sort of idiosyncratic nature of housing, and actually it's actually a really interesting area to work in and it makes a difference. So I think encouraging people to come into our sector as students or whatever levels is really key, and I think the apprenticeship routes, work placements and some of the aspects we're doing under our social value obligations are helping to encourage people into our sector. We are continually working with clients to look at ways of supporting and apprenticeships and offering upskilling through social value, so we have significant social value commitments with some of our clients, and that's really positive, and hopefully that will benefit the sector more broadly. From my perspective, you can't make any strategic decisions about anything unless you've got good solid data, whether that's stock condition survey, energy data, etc. So certainly in terms of some of the solutions we're helping our clients implement is around data, and as the Ombudsman has said, in terms of the making sure that's sort of not less than 5 years old and having programs to refresh that. Obviously, stock conditions surveys for any sizable portfolio, they're not cheap. It isn't expensive. It's a significant investment, but having that core data and understanding it to help then feed that into performance of assets and prioritising what works can be undertaken. Currently, a lot of clients are approaching SEC in terms of particularly data requirements and looking at asset management strategies, and I think the framework provides that ideal vehicle for them to come to consultants either directly or through mini competition to tap into the services that we can offer, whether that's stock condition surveys, energy surveys, EPCs, etc., or broader consultancy type services. From our perspective, the real challenge is making sure that we're fully au fait with what requirements are, so data, but also making sure that the performance of assets is really considered before investment happens. That holistic approach, there are so many spinning plates to think about, and it's important not to sort of get tunnel vision to just fire safety or just retrofit, because the home is about everything and all the components, and obviously the residents' wishes and needs, so important to consider all those aspects.